Hi there, Selective Collective. How are you guys? The people that have showed up to this reading for whatever reason. I don't know what the picture is going to be. I really don't even know what the thumbnail is going to be. Um, I was just sitting here waking up, drinking my coffee, having my conversation with God this morning, source energy. And a few things really came in, some insight on something that I felt last night when I was watching a YouTube video. Um, was there was this person. He was, I don't want to call it, I don't want to like out anybody, call anybody out, because it's not that I'm disagreeing, but they're academically like very advanced. I think they have a PhD and they're a researcher of near-death studies. And then I heard him go on to speak about how he couldn't he said, I paraphrased, I can't possibly think that each experience is true or real, because then I would have to discount the next one that doesn't agree with it. And so interesting. So all these feelings and this flood of academia law came into my head, because I've had a lot of it. I've had a lot, over 100 credits, and mainly like philosophy, psychology, and medical stuff. But anyways, it didn't go anywhere, right? So I do know the world, at least. And then what popped through my head immediately was, is scientific method, deductive reasoning, halting or clouding our spiritual eyes when it comes to things? Because there's something I felt about seeing each individual as having their own truth as a truth. And I suppose it would be a stretch to ask somebody to embrace a paradox as a truth. But anyway, that's the weirdness that I got in this morning. It was interesting. And then we went on a little bit more, and I got, because I'm into lots of things. I'm like, what's my purpose? What's like ultimately, what am I here for? And what I got was, you're here for compassion. You're here to show your compassion. You're here because you have it, and you're here to show it because it's one of the greater forms of love that there is. It is, to me, it's that word, the complete, compassion. It is like the completion of a cycle of love, where for whatever reason, you have a lot of compassion. Some of it's going to be empathy. Part of the experience is going to be, I can relate to this directly. I had this experience. I feel you. And that's empathy. And then compassion, is like the big umbrella of it, because then you can go to a place where you've been through so much, or you've experienced so much, that you have only love for every single situation, and an innate wanting, drive, a hunger almost to step into another's shoes before you form any judgment. Immediately, the judgment being one of compassion is something to spread. And that's what I got too, was that is something to spread. And I don't know, maybe the method thing, that was just, yeah. I always had a problem in college, because of the way that teachers or professors would talk about a subject so definitely, finitely, this and this is what it is, this is what we learn. And I'm like, well, why? But why is that? And then why is this? And what comes before that? And I was a hard person to teach. My favorite class, though, I still remember this class. It was my favorite, and it was British literature. It was a poetry class with British literature, so it was specifically poetry from Britain. Oh, I loved it, because these people, I found, would allow you to interpret it any way you want it, and it might be the right way, because a lot of times artists, authors leave it open, Anyway, we're going to do a breakthrough spread with these lovely cards. Kim Krantz Wild Unknown Alchemy deck. I love this deck. And the breakthrough spread is going to tell us what pattern are we running into, what kind of challenge are we faced with it, what breakthrough do we need to have, what is your strength, what is the outcome looking like, and then what is this advice here. So this is the first one. That's going to be the pattern. I don't know what I'm singing. What is that? I don't think it's anything. All right. Lovely Spirit. 10 on the bottom. I think of divine detours and the adaptability, the ability to bend if you need to bend. It's usually what I think of when I think of 10. All right, so the pattern. Oh, coming back to source. Coming back to the high power, coming back to that creator energy to say, hey, I have a prayer here. I have a situation. A lot of times walking through life, and it's a thing that's playing in the back of your head is, I'll do for you. If you try to do a little bit for yourself, right? I help those who help themselves. Well, because I think it's meaning because it's a necessary route to being for some higher energy to intervene in your life. They have to have a route as which to intervene in. And so when I think when it says that about doing for yourself, it's because they need a pathway. So that's the pathway. I don't think it's like a punishment thing. I don't think it's like a rule. I think it's more about a pathway. And so, oh, excuse me, I'm still waking up, stretching. All right, Neptune. Over here, my little card says Neptune, compassionate and forgiving. Okay, so that might go hand in hand with what the message was that I got this morning about compassion. But this is a prayer answered. It could be something that we don't know how it's going to happen, but with this card, it's like being asked to have faith in the miraculous, in the, oh my goodness, anything could happen. Oh yeah, here's the challenge. There are 9 gold balls on this tree. They represent to me the 9 pentacles, and the autumn being the change of the season, harvest, where everything's starting to fall into your lap like trees changing colors, leaves. That's what it feels like to me, and that might be the challenge. So this has a lot to do with a person being in a place where they feel very self-reliant and they can like rely on their own independent that's a hard place to get to. We all always need each other for something. We all, there are some people, I'm sure, who can live completely off grid without any kind of interaction. That would drive me nuts to not have any interaction. Yeah, but so even though this is about self-reliance, being resilience, another one, it is some type of financial windfall, or maybe the finances that we're awaiting as far as a challenge of what we're really wanting. And so maybe that's what we're putting up into the heavens is, I would like this for this. Of course, your why, your intention, when you're sending your intention out, is going to make it that much stronger, so I would like this because of this. Okay, well, how would it benefit everybody? And usually, look, you can always find something. You don't have to have a bread box for all of the homeless for you to find something that it's going to benefit everybody. You could be an artist and a designer and be like, my clothing is going to make people feel self-confident and good in themselves, and that increases self-love. And so that's That's another form of being, you know what? Well, concerning, compassionate towards another person. So like it can benefit in different ways. What's your breakthrough? The sun. Here comes the sun. Da, 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 da. Here comes the sun. 'Cause it's all right. It's all right. That's what's being said. Here comes the sun. It's all right. Everything's going to be all right. Beautiful. Beautiful message from Spirit. Everything's going to be all right. And the colors here are meant to match, to show you that whatever the challenge is here, it's going to be all right. Here's your breakthrough. Something being in the palm of your hand is something that's going to come easily to you. So whether, and it is gold in the palm of this hand. So on a spiritual level, it's like saying, no, this is already, this is in the palm of your hand. This is already your inheritance to have what you want. What a beautiful card. This can represent happiness, bliss, a new experience, the miracle being granted. It can represent more energy coming into your field that you have to work with, more creativity. Okay, what's your strength? Venus, your love. It's your love that is your strength. Venus. And the gold ball again in the palm of the hand. It is the right hand. There's something very physical about what you're wanting to experience. Your strength is the love that you radiate from this physical body too, from the things that you touch, the things that you do, the energy that gets infused by you. This is pleasure. This is seeking out pleasure and enjoyment in life, and then radiating it onto everybody else. Oh my God. We have the sun splendor as the outcome. Holy. You see this? There's only 2 sun cards in this deck. Wow. And you got both. One is the breakthrough and one is the outcome. So the sun splendor card, beautiful card. Reminds me of the Lovers, but if you'll notice, there's a rainbow there. It's waiting to be colored in by your love. Like literally, it's waiting for your energy here to start coloring this rainbow in. You make it what you want, but you're going to get the divine blessing, favor, and the energy straight from the divine. Straight from the divine. Your heart already radiates it. You already feel it filling you up every morning when you wake up. And now, this, with it being the right hand, you're about to see it physically manifest into this realm. It is for you. It will physically be seen, and it will be physically enjoyed by you the way that you've already felt and created it in your heart, in your, that your spirit has already created it. It's going to be embracing the sun and all its splendor. There's no hiding in a cave with this card or this breakthrough. There's no hiding in a cave. What's your advice? Oh man, the wounded healer. The wounded healer is your advice. There's a lot of compassion to be found in healing. Okay, and what I always point out with this card is there is a ruby that is like a gem. It's embedded in this person's hand. You can almost imagine this on the astral, that when you have gone through something that has caused so much pain enough to, it is really embedded, whatever the situation was. It caused bleeding. It caused an open wound. It now was the intention for this ruby to be fit. Wow. So you also have something very magical about you with healing. You may have ability here to heal others. Of course, we heal others by healing ourselves also. But something a little bit more is popping out with how tangible this healing is. You're always healing. The sun brings healing. You have it twice. Your love brings healing. I always misquote Rumi, but you know, he says that where the wounds are is where the light comes in. Where your wounds are is where the light comes in. Paraphrase. So there's definitely something about you healing, using this energy to heal, but then you're healing others also. This is the wounded healer. That's what it is. Okay, let's get some from the 108, and I guess I'll probably wrap this up. I do have private readings, people. If you like a private reading, it's how I keep this channel going. So if you'd like one, there's 3 types of readings in the description box below. I just want to add that. Make sure you put my email on your whitelist so that it does not go to spam folder, because I've had a situation where I've asked people, like tried to contact people, and have a feeling it goes to their spam, and it's probably because I'm business. I don't know. I just know that you have to add my email. Some of you do. Doesn't happen with everybody. Not sure why it really does that, but anyways, okay. Symphony. Symphony card came out. Harmony, synergy, co-create, assemble, organize, structure, contribute, team, collaborate, precise, arrangement, order, lead, follow, organization, perform, display, cohesion. Holy shit, we have the mother lode. Master on the bottom. 19, you're pioneering something. You see this mother lode card? Yeah, you can see it. Good. Okay. Prosperity, jackpot, success, good fortune, having plenty, money maker, sudden wealth, the real deal, on easy street, accomplishment, advantage, fortune, the prime source. And then I have master, discipline, working smart, focus, structure, teaching, training, to conquer, overcome, controlled, meaning yourself is controlled by you. So in the flow, learning a skill, authoritarian, and you have a commanding presence. Spilt milk, don't worry about regret and accidents. They happen. Something that cannot be changed at this moment will be cleaned up. It was just an accident. It is spilt milk. It is something not to cry about anymore moving forward. This prayer or something that you sent out to the divine is providing you with a forked road. And 7 being a highly spiritual number, I take this message pretty seriously for you, especially with Neptune. Direction change, options, free will, choice, opportunity, alternatives, multiple choice, the moment of truth, crisis, possibilities, turning point, and a change in circumstances. A change in circumstances for the better. For the better. Can't go back, but we can focus on the now and making the future better by focusing on the improving in the now. Mutable. This kind of came out with a 10 card. That 10 card. Mutable. Youth. Breaking free. Rebellious. Insecure. Idealistic. On the verge. Try things out. Naive. Hormonal. Finding self. Impressionable. Independent. Receptive. And strong-willed. And as I say, wheeled in a southern way, I have wheel of karma, karma, dharma, destined, inevitable, cause and effect, divine intervention, cycles, luck, fortune, rise and fall, circumstance, consequence, divine will, and blind justice. Yep, you are the diamond. You are the diamond. Diamond. Creative force, faithfulness. That's why you never gave up. Because you never gave up. Creative force, faithfulness, and never lost faith. Value, perfection, brilliance, commitment, light, purity, esteem, unconquerable force. You're multidimensional. You're so supersonic. Multifaceted, invincible spiritual power. I don't know, you might be an alien. Who knows? And then I pull the unlikely card. No, divine is saying, you are one with the angels here. You are not an alien. You are from the celestial realms. That's so funny. Oh, goodness. Okay. Whew. What is this? Why are we getting into some... I wanted this to be light. Spirit. I wanted this to be light. I have the Black Widow. It's in the reverse. So, getting out of a toxic situation or some kind of fear-based things, low vibrations. I have the corset. Yeah, when you don't give oxygen to your organs, especially in the core, it's going to feel very uncomfortable. You're breaking free from things that were making you feel like you had to be held together perfectly. That was obviously just an illusion. I'm putting it over here with the spilt milk, and what's interesting is it's 3, 4, 5. That's interesting because I was going to put it over there because I feel like you're you don't have to be perfect. People have mistakes. People make mistakes. We're human. But being held in a toxic anything, especially if it's a belief in yourself, as some, like if you take an accident and then you say, oh God, I'm a failure, and it's okay to look at something and be like, what did this teach me? How is this my next step? But it's not okay to allow shame and guilt and pressure from the outside stop you and keep you focused on something that is over. Okay, so it is the web of control. It has a lot to do with emotional, like manipulation and things like that. Yeah. Oh, okay. Heart and home, a happy home. Us have bonfire, enthusiasm. Enthusiasm. I'm enthused. Energy, heated, intense, joy. Ignite, passion, ecstasy, exhilaration, spark, community, sharing ideas, getting things going, orgasm, fanaticism, fever, fierce. Fierce. Oh, wow. What is this? Okay, some of you all are hitting the mother load, so to speak, with the psychic medium card, communications between spirit worlds, helping people heal at the same time. So it would be in a way of something that maybe you wouldn't even do necessarily for money, but because it's going to be offered by spirit to you as a pathway of fulfilling something that you love and being able to have work in it. Is something you may want to consider for some of you all. The psychic medium card is definitely coming out about something that you're good at if you need a confirmation. Maybe you're somebody else who can dive into the Akashic Records pretty easy. All souls, universal events, past, present, future. And maybe that could be like a service or something that you offer. Dark night of the soul. You are coming out of the dark night of the soul. This was your path of initiation. Another 7. And that is why we have the prayer being answered and the sun here so much. So, yeah, you're 7. Ascension number 7. You're third eye is fully open. The astral plane is open to you, meaning you can now create much easier on the to see results in the material because of your access to this creativity and your vision, opening of your vision. This is an old card, so you can see the Twitter platform, spiritual involvements or participations, and it might have to do with how you're communicating, well, who you're communicating to, how you're communicating, all of that good stuff. Sorry about the shakiness of that. 111. Oh my goodness, look, I just split it on this. I think that's your message. I'm going to leave it because that's a little strange, and I'm going to leave it. Angels are ready to fully support you in this endeavor so you can co-create with the universal life you love. I'm creative. And 11, you have a keen awareness of what's happening around you. Your intuition is strong, and it will help you understand the unspoken feelings and thoughts of others. This insight allows you to be a great guide and a great supporter. I'm intuitive. Ooh, and I saw 11 on here, the sacred scar. Also, I just saw that. That's crazy. Okay, let's see what we have. From the White Light Oracle. Nice. Ivory, wish-fulfilling crow. I'm about to go see the crows, because when I upload these, I go outside to a certain spot where the Wi-Fi is good, and I can always see the crows. It's the same little group. Say hi, crows. Hi, crows. All right, 39. Ivory, wish-fulfilling crow. You can have what you truly want. Such knowledge helps soften and release fear, grasping, control, and doubt. Have confidence that the universe hears your prayers and is even now leading you to what you seek, your prayers. You can take sanctuary within your spiritual connection whenever you need stabilization and protection against the fluctuations of the external world. No matter what is happening around you, there is a way through to the fulfillment of your potential. It is the path that I'm talking about in the beginning with the I'll help you if you help yourself. Just sort of, that's being said because of this path, and then some type of fulfillment of it. Okay, then 12, perfume of Sophia. Perfume of Sophia. You will be able to sense the best timing and approach to take to create space for healing and resolution. Connect to your body and ground yourself in the here and now with a body-friendly practice. You will find your way intuitively and instinctively, even through confusing circumstances, where one moment you're sure the answer is no, and the next moment you are sure it is yes. Give up trying to figure the answer out right now and remain open with positive and relaxed expectation. Be open that the clarity shall emerge spontaneously according to divine timing. And that's what I've got for my beautiful selective collective. Sending you light and love for your day. Bye.